The South Downs National Park. Stretching 100 miles across southern England, we aim to walk 3/4 of the national park over 4 days. Our roughly 60-mile long route took us from the village of South Harting to the town of Eastbourne, mainly following the South Downs Way. So join me on an adventure of backpacking, beaches and blisters as we hike the South Downs National Park. So we're now in the village of South Harting, just about to leave and go onto the South Downs Way. We've got nowhere booked to camp tonight, so hopefully we can find somewhere. All the campsites are booked though, so looks like we might have to wild camp. Anyway, let's go. So it's been about 100 metres, already knackered. You okay? So this is the start, is it? The South Downs Trail.
Well, our start.
So I'm on Harting Down, just above the village of South Harting. The sun's beating down already. It's only mid-morning, so going to be sunburnt by the end of the day. Early on I realised this was a popular trail. Only a mile in and we'd already had a couple of conversations with other hikers.
We might go down to what's the one with the cattle called again?
Arundel.
Yeah.
How many miles is that?
Probably around 18, I think, something like that. It was at 18 and a bit from South Harting.
There's a steep hill.
Okay, more challenging than I thought.
Maybe this is the beacon.
I mean, it's got to be.
Okay, so it is Beacon Hill. So the sign here says Eastbourne 69 miles, so not far to go. Gatekeeper. You can see the sea already. You can see the sea.
Oh, it's so close.
We continued along the chalky path, baked by over a month of constant sunshine. We still had nowhere to camp, but that would have to wait till later. There were a few spots which we could conceivably wild camp, but it would be more difficult than some trails due to the amount of cultivated land around the South Downs Way. So it looks like we're about halfway to Cocking, which is one of the major stops that people take on the South Downs Way. We're going to go a bit further though and try and get near Amberley, where we're hoping to see Arundel Castle tomorrow. So let's continue. I think we're close to Cocking now, the village. We're going to try and stop. Looks like a pub here, the Bluebell. Can't wait to eat something and drink a load of fluids.
It's actually not too bad.
Yeah?
Okay. So gentle, but
Yeah.
going into Graffham, coming out the next morning.
Oh, great. Oh, we've got quite a shorter day tomorrow, so should be okay.
What's your sausage?
Give a bit of sausage.
So you're going off to...
Okay, all replenished. Had a vegan pie, some chips, about 3 drinks. So we're going to head up out of Cocking towards the campsite we've booked. It's a big hill to go up now, but we can make it. We've found a campsite now, so we're just walking up the hill towards there. It's about 2 hours away from Cocking. So hopefully we'll arrive there soon and pitch up for the night. Straight ahead.
Unless it
We got
becomes
50%
there as well.
chance.
Nice village. We'd made it to the village where the campsite was, but we still had to make a pit stop halfway down the road. Getting close to the campsite now. I'm pretty tired. The hard chalk ground is so dry this time of year. It's been really hot recently and my calves are absolutely knackered, so it'd be nice to have a sit down and pitch up the tent.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, nice little meadow.
This one? That's the one.
Arrived at the campsite, we've just got a pitch now.
The mug is from
Thank you, mate.
from festival, music festival.
Oh, yeah.
From cheers.
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 None of us can move from our tent, so I'm absolutely knackered. So we're gonna have a drink. Campsite. Day 2. We're about to set off. We're going to go to Upper Beeding today and take a stop in Arundel to see the castle. Looking forward to it.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
Looking forward to it.
It's a bit early.
Okay, we've arrived in Arundel. Going to come and see the famous castle. It's a beautiful old town by the looks of things. So let's go explore.
Yeah.
Arundel Castle's original structure was built in the 11th century. The castle was damaged following the English Civil War and has been remodelled several times since. It's now a striking sight to behold. So quite a lot of the castle's been updated. You can see this side here. And then you've still got a lot of the original medieval castle, which is over here.
Actually, the tower you've just come through, that was built in 1070.
1070.
Although the keep was built 2 years earlier, it was originally built in wood.
That's a quick tour around Arundel Castle. Amazing place, historic, beautiful, beautiful gardens. So now we're going to carry on the trip. Just outside Storrington, we're just going to join the South Downs Way again and continue to Upper Beeding, where our campsite will be awaiting hopefully.
Sickness on like 2700. Have you heard the saying the shortcuts always take longer?
It's probably true.
Dead end.
Yeah, I think so. Sorry, guys. I think. Yeah, it's up there, but we'll have to go dig through
This
too
way.
much stuff.
I want back down.
I think this route it is a lot like shorter to go this other way. So
Right.
or, like so, we'll have a. Our current route is this, you see, and it goes right, and it'll go back along the field a bit.
The next section of trail gave us some much needed forest cover, but it wasn't long until we were back out under the sweltering sun. Yeah, I mean if you look here, Robert, see where we are now? "47 miles to Eastbourne now. It couldn't be that hard, could it? Maybe I'd underestimated the South Downs Way after all." Tough bit of elevation there. Getting to the top of the hill now. Still got a couple of miles to the campsite, but we'll make it by sundown. Still quite a bit more than I thought there would be. She's looking promising now on top of the hill. You can see the sea. As we walked across the blustery hill above the villages of Steyning and Upper Beeding, I felt we were getting into our stride. Despite never being far from civilization, the mind space of a wandering hiker was pushing its way in gradually.
Oh, cool. A load of corn. I'll have to have a look. I think this is the same cornfield we were just in, and we're on an endless loop now, so we're doomed.
Right, I'm in the village of Steyning. All the pubs are shut, they're not serving food anymore, so it's just the last ditch to try and get some food now from the co-op or something.
Ah, the joy! We've made it to the campsite, have a rest. Yes.
Yes.
So it's a really cool small campsite we're on here. They've got running water and these cool showers. I'll just show you here. Pretty cool. Right, gonna have a shower.
Ingenuity. True ingenuity. Yeah? The worm has turned. It's a bit cloudy now and it's been windy all last night. Day 3 of the hike begins. It's a bit rainier today, so should be a bit nicer. No sun beating down on us. Today's hike was taken to the village of Falmer, around 5 miles northeast of Brighton. We would take a detour from the South Downs Way via the Devil's Dyke Trail.
We could join from
Yeah, we could
here,
join down
but
here.
we could
Yeah,
join here
That
as well.
sounds. That looks good.
Could you tell I was filming you?
Brighton over there.
You can see Brighton. Still quite a long way off, but at least we can see it.
This one?
The one on the left. We continued to meet hikers along the trail, many doing much tougher and longer routes than ours, sometimes at over twice our age. The wind's picking up quite a bit now and it's starting to rain. We're going to forge on and hopefully get to the halfway point soon. We're nearing the Devil's Dyke path, which we're going to take a detour, go on the Devil's Dyke path.
Brave. Yeah, it was.
There's a fly on his leg, we know it's not long. Rain's coming in strong now. Si's feet were covered in blisters by now, putting our onward journey into doubt. He decided to continue, but with another full day of hiking ahead, we weren't sure what would happen on our final day. Blisters don't exist, the pain in your feet doesn't exist, it's all in your mind. All you need to do is just focus on the moment. The power of now. Just over the next hill, Brighton materialised ahead. We're just going to get to the other side of that. Okay, we're just coming into Brighton now. You can probably hear the main road, it's quite loud. So, not far from the campsite now. After setting up our tents, a visit to see the sunset in Brighton felt right. Just made a quick stop in Brighton this evening, check out the pier, have some food, and then we'll go back to the campsite. With Si's blister situation, we weren't sure how the next day would go and whether we'd make it to Eastbourne at all, but that could wait for tomorrow. We're here at the Seven Sisters viewpoint now, getting really close to Eastbourne. We made it to the chalky cliffs of the coast. We had to take a taxi because Si's feet couldn't take the full walk from Falmer. But never mind, it's been an amazing trip and we've still got a bit left to enjoy. Our final stretch continued along the chalk cliffs of the English Channel coast. The cliffs are a dramatic sight, with the highest point at Beachy Head rising 531 feet above sea level.
Okay.
Blisters alright? It's quite easy, this coastal path walk, but I think everything's just catching up with me a bit. There's several days of walking, getting a blister on my toe, but we're nearly there now. It'll be nice to get to Eastbourne, get some food. Some of these chalky hills are a bit sketchy. Don't want to twist an ankle just before we finish.
Is it Eastbourne?
Yeah, could it be? Eastbourne within our sights.
Oh, but we look so close.
Yeah, probably like, what, a mile? Back on South Downs Way! The final section. It felt good to approach Eastbourne, but we had to get a move on, as last entry to the youth hostel we'd booked was 8:30 PM and it was already after 8. We're officially in Eastbourne now. Woo! Looking alright?
That's looking alright. Ooh, that one's
Listeners. We made it to the end of our journey, now in Eastbourne. After 4 days of hiking, we're all knackered. How did you find it, Si?
beautiful part of the world. It's a fun walk. And yeah, good places to see. It's cool.
Robert?
Yeah, it was the crocodiles were scary, but we made it. Yeah.
As we headed home, I reflected on the hike. On paper, the hike we had planned through the South Downs seemed a breeze, but in practice, the hard ground and undulating landscape was much more challenging than I had expected. We had met some interesting and friendly people along the way and revelled in the beauty of the national park. from the multicoloured mosaic of the cultivated farmland to the imposing chalky cliffs along the coast. What more can you want than breathtaking views like these?